is in all of college football. Death Valley, Clemson, South Carolina, home to the Tigers since 1945. What an exciting matchup we have in store for you this afternoon, built around the pageantry, tradition, and everything that makes college football great. As we'll see a team from the Pac-12, the Colorado Buffaloes, taking on a team from the ACC, the Clemson Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Clemson will kick off to get us underway. The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Looking for a gap. It's Hayes. Finds a little bit of space, gets 3 to the 22.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
This crowd, full throat, spreading the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. What a tackle in the backfield. He'll lose 6 on the play. And the Buffaloes come to the line in the hurry-up. They're looking for an advantage to the right. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop. The punt team makes its way onto the field. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. The delay of game pushes the offense back. They'll move the tight end. He's looking to pass. Unloads to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And they exploited that soft spot. They get it down to the 35. This has been a staple of the offense at Clemson. Get those big receivers, let them make plays downfield, and it's been very effective over the years.
Yeah, and good quarterback play obviously helps, but when you got good matchups on the outside, it kind of makes the defense very predictable. Like, I got to give help. Okay, it helps my running game. You don't give help. Okay, I'm throwing to my freak out wide. So I think these guys on the outside with all that speed definitely are a problem for defenses.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Wide receiver going in motion. Looking to fire. That's caught. it's 4. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. From the red zone, looking for a space. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Just going to keep it after the snap. And into the end zone. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Clemson.
I'll tell you what, I'm not picking a team unless I got a guy that can do something like this at the quarterback spot. I need an athlete. I need a little bit of mobility. Just dictates too much to the defense. QB runs in for 6.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. They go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. On the snap, it's Hayes. Turning it on. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. The 40. He's at the 30. Past the 10. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Bucs.
Love the play call offensively. They knew the defense were crowding a lot of bodies close to the line of scrimmage, and once they were able to get into the second level, all they had to do was make one guy miss and get one good angle. And with the speed that ball carrier has, man, that thing was a sure shot touchdown.
On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front. Man, oh man, that ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need some push up front too, right? They got to move those defensive linemen out of the way, at least create a hole so your running back has a chance. Not there, he didn't have it.
Stands in and takes the hit. Makes the catch on the left. The junior making a clutch play and turning in a big catch.
Really nice play there catching the pass. And I'll tell you, it's not easy to get on the field these days at Clemson if you're a wideout. Because of the success they've had recruiting and all the NFL talent they've had outside at the position, getting on the field and competing is no simple task. It's not easy to do, but this guy has everything you look for. He is built to succeed, not just at the college level. I think this guy's got an opportunity on Sundays, too.
Finds his tight end. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down.
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here.
The Tigers moving quickly to the line.
And that's a really good job by the QB, getting the ball out of his hands, knowing where the sticks are, getting the first down. And they saw something they like, because here they come, right back on the ball to run another play.
He wants to throw it again. Got it in the middle. It's Concepcion. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. And now on second down for this offense. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Motion from the wide receiver. Second down, he'll throw it. Throws to the wideout. Catch in the middle, it's Bennett.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
Here comes Clemson with another first down. Brought down after keeping those powerful legs moving, getting all he could. He'll be a few inches short. Leaves it with the back. Tagged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
And these short yardage situations, it all comes down to the up front. Like, who can win the battle up front? Can you get a hat on the hat? And they do. This offensive line, they get on the D-line, they create just enough space, understand short yard situation, fall forward, and get a first down.
We've played one, and we are right back where we started, all tied up after the first period as we take a look at the stats. We've got a good one going here, and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. Starting off this quarter, close enough to smell the goal line. On the direct snap, it's Johnson. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Tiger. Precision blocking up front, created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
A pair of top 15 teams throwing haymakers today. Let's show you the very latest. USC has the lead right now, but kind of fittingly, the men of Troy have been in a battle today. They're up by 7 over Indiana. We are the eyes and ears of a college football fan, and we've got you covered all day here in studio, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Back has it. He can't corral the pitch. The ball's on the ground. And he was able to get back on top of it.
And when these receivers fumble the football, oftentimes it's out in the open field. You have no idea who's going to jump on it. That's oftentimes how you see scooping scores. He's lucky he was able to recover his own fumble.
A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Motion from the wideout. Quick pass on the fly motion. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
The first thing you have to do to make these plays successful offensively is I have to block the edge. I got to get my speedster in space. They didn't do a good job of getting that guy out there in space where he could really use his jets. Nice job by the defense understanding it, seeing it, rallying to it, and tackling that guy for a loss.
Beneath the shadow of Howard's Rock, Death Valley is rocking, trying to help the Tigers on 3rd down. Lewis wants to pass. Blasted as he lets it go. And the deflection on 3rd down. How big is that? Forces a 4th down.
Well, the quarterback was in a world of trouble there. He was under pressure. He knew he was going to get hit, so he was just trying to get rid of it, but he forced it into double coverage. He's lucky that was only an incompletion.
And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. They've come out smoking with touchdowns on each of their first 2 drives, and they're back to work now. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The offense changing the play. Wants to go up top. Looking to the big tight end. Complete downfield. Throwing the comeback looks like such a simple throw, but the timing is so important.
And as a quarterback, man, this is all about trusting your guy. You know exactly where he's going to sit it down. You anticipate it. You throw it. You know he's going to come back and make that play for you.
Looking to throw on first down. Under fire. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
Really good play by this defense, and you know exactly what you're getting with this guy. Man, he is electric. He is dynamic. He'll make plays, so you got to do a good job of containing him in the pocket. And when he starts to scramble, chase from one side. Don't overlap with another guy. Nice job by the defense.
Here's a heat. Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be third down.
Well, he did what he was coached to do, and he threw it away, but you can see he's frustrated with himself. He knows he's one of the fastest quarterbacks in the country, and I think he's wishing he had that play back, as he might have been able to take off and scramble, and who knows what could have happened for the offense.
They'll move the wide receiver. On third and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Fires to the wideout. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're fourth and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Clemson.
Clemson will send the punt team out. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin them deep. Kick is in the air. And the punt team able to swing him to the ground. In the Wildcat, let's see what they've got. On the direct snap, it's Hayes. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. The play action fake. Pocket breaking down. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to find another play.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
It's getting loud in here, and they may raise the dues on Ipte if they can stop him on third down. Gets it to him on the screen. Bulldozes his way through. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going. And the Buffaloes had it with a 1st and 10.
Well, they pick up the first down there on the screen. I love the offensive line there, allowing the pass rush to get way up the field. They completely baited their guys, made them think that they got beaten, that they were going to get the sack, and then they sneak the running back screen right in behind them and pick up the first.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense. Incomplete, thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurt. And you can tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. Lewis to throw. He tries to take the top off. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's fourth down.
Well, it looked like the offense had a rhythm here early in the drive, getting a first down, but I don't know about that play call. Going deep on third down, low percent.
Oh, they're trying to trick him. It's a fake. Lets it fly. And the pass goes incomplete, and they rise up to stop the fake punt on fourth down. They managed to get the throw off, but couldn't get the completion. You always wonder, why not just leave the offense out there and run a pass play? Trying to start the drive with a pass. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions from go to 1 to 2 and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you could tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
Finds his man. It's Bennett. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Wants to adjust the pattern. Looking to throw on third. Unloads it left. He makes a catch. Stop at the 3, but it'll be enough to give them a first and goal. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. On the direct snap, it's Johnson. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And here's the return. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Lewis wants to pass. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on first down.
Well, I love the effort by the quarterback here. He extends the play. Nothing open right away. There's a little bit of pressure. He gets to the outside, tries to take a shot down the field, just not on the same page with his intended target.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Wants to go up top. Fires downfield. He can't make the connection. It'll be incomplete. He can scramble, but couldn't create anything there.
And in this weather, man, you start to see more of this. You try to throw the ball harder to penetrate through the weather and get it to your target, but just catching a football that's a little bit slippery sometimes, you'll see some of those drops, and it's just part of the game.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Now he's looking into the middle. Pulls it in down the sideline. Open spacing. The tag. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Colorado.
Man, I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
Well, we're only in the first half, and I don't think anybody had onside kick in the second quarter on their bingo card. They were trying to catch the opponent off guard, but it didn't work. Now let's find out what this offense can do. You have got to make them pay for gambling like that.
Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final. Oh, what a play. It's intercepted. The 30. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Buffaloes. The defense takes matters into its own hands.
And linebackers are so athletic nowadays in college football. They can play man on running backs and tight ends and all over the field. And how about the linebacker making the athletic interception and then showing you he could be a running back, taking it all the way back to the house for a touchdown.
I don't know what this says about trusting your defense, but they're going for an early onside kick down one possession.
And you don't see a lot of these. You don't see a lot of onside kicks earlier in the game, especially in the second quarter. You still feel each other out. You're still getting into the game. You don't want to give away that momentum, but that's exactly what they did by failing on that onside kick.
First play of the drive, wants to throw. Fires to the big fella. He stopped at the 32, picks up 10 on the play and gets the first down.
Well, they pick up the first against zone coverage. I think a big part of this for young quarterbacks out there is if you're going to be throwing into zone coverage, you got to throw on time. You can't stare down receivers because the entire defense has their eyes on you, so you can't telegraph where the ball's going. You've got to hold it to the very last possible second. Try to freeze defenders with your eyes and then throw the ball into open areas of the field, anticipating where your guy's going to be.
Backed up now, here's second and long. Might be calling a hot route. Second down, they'll go to the air. Moving out of the pocket. Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be third down.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket. Nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
On third and long, he has to throw for it. Quickly complete. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Sends it back in motion. Snap to the back. Caught near the sticks. It's Lewis. Flying out to the left. 10. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Buffs.
Man, I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
Here comes the two-point try. Pushes for the goal line. They get it into the end zone. Two-point conversion is good. The lead stands at 7. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Wants to go up top on first down. The sweet feet buy a little time. Short gain on the play before he slides. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. A run for the quarterback. Nice move there. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. The Buffaloes will boot it away to start the second half. The returner will field it and try to do some business. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. They start this third quarter, one-possession game, and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything.
And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line.
You know, David, I love defenses that stay aggressive, especially at this point of the field. They've got pass rushers on this unit with speed and that are aggressive and that can win one-on-one, and you saw it right there.
And there's two thought processes when I'm a defense and I got them backed up is I am stopping the run, not allowing them to have any space, but also understanding this is also a shot part of the field. Like, it's going to be a run, or a lot of times that ball is going to be a deep ball thrown down the sideline because you'll get man-to-man. Nice job by the defense applying pressure, getting the sack, now putting them in a bad situation backed up close to their own end zone.
Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half.
Timeout, Colorado.
The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
Timeout, Clemson.
After giving up the safety, they'll have to kick it away.
Set to kick off.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Expect some pressure coming from the blitz. They go to the ground. There he goes. Gets it inside the 10, out of bounds at the 9 after the big pickup on that one.
What great explosiveness by this running back to break through and almost get to the house, Jesse, but just comes up short.
Well, I'll tell you, he had a lot of help downfield as well. Receivers getting blocks and making life easier on the back there. And all of a sudden now this offense knocking on the door deep down in their opponent's territory.
And the Buffaloes have it in scoring position on first and goal. Johnson wants to throw it. Sets up the screen. He's going for the goal line. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. Quarterback will keep it. Touchdown, Colorado! And they take it in for 6 more points. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead.
The defense knew coming into this game they were going to have their hands full. Not only did they have to worry about these running backs in the running game, they had to worry about the quarterback as well. On designed runs and on scrambles, they didn't have an answer for him right there.
Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. Let's see what he can do with the return. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of football to go, so it's not necessarily panic time just yet, but I'm getting the ball into the hands of my best playmakers on this drive.
I hear you, Jesse, but not panic time. Have you seen my defense? I mean, I'm not trusting them to get a lot of stops, so it puts a lot of pressure on this offense.
Scrambling away. He'll pull it down and run. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
So Clemson is lining up to punt this one away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. Direct snap. Oh, better look out. He'll be forced out of bounds at the 28.
All right, so not a home run play for the offense, but I do like the creativity, and I like how they're going to stress this defense and do it in less conventional ways.
And the Buffaloes can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They'll run play action. Unloads to the wideout. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now has taken out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place. And that time, they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
They've got enough for the 1st down, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
And that's a great sign for this offense because this year we know there's been a little bit of inconsistency. I think the biggest problem has been 3rd down. Right there, nice job executing, running the ball, picking up the 1st, and keeping this drive alive.
Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone and still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. They want to run this quarterback. Knocked out of bounds and sticking with that running game as they get deeper in the red zone. The Buffaloes are in the hurry-up. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. Defense trying to come up with a stop on 2nd and goal. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater.
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on 3rd here trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, and I'm taking both these downs, and I'm coming downhill. I'm running the football, trying to get this in the end zone. I only got a yard to go. I got to be physical.
Surging forward on the sneak. Touchdown, Buffaloes! And the stomping has commenced.
Number 10.
And that's what makes this quarterback so dangerous, fellas. He can hurt you throwing the ball, but man, is he ever dangerous and explosive with his feet. You have got to be able to get this guy on the ground. If you don't, he has got way too much wiggle and speed. You saw it right there.
Clemson, 21.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21.
Take over. First and 10.
They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. They'll start this drive going to the air. Throws to the wideout. Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much.
And listen, as a quarterback, you're trying to find the matchup, trying to find who's open. I don't know if anybody was open, but that was not a greatly thrown football. I don't know if it was miscommunication, but the ball thrown out of bounds and just on to the next down.
So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give him a different look. Got room to work. Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. And they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Needing to convert, Clemson comes to the line. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And it's incomplete, and this defense makes a 4th down stop.
There's not many play calls on the sheet to score a bunch of points really quickly, so you got to go for it here. I like the aggressiveness, but this offense continues to miss the mark, and they just got to score more points. They got to do better, right, Palmer? That's expert analysis. They got to do better.
Lets it fly deep downfield. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Buffs!
This guy is officially a problem. His 2nd receiving touchdown of the game. Nice job by the offense. Dude, if I've got a matchup I like, continue to pick at it until they stop him.
And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem.
Clemson, 21.
He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. Might be changing the route. Looking to throw on first down. Here's the pressure. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
And how about the big fella right in the middle of this 3-4 defense getting the pass rush? He just anchors down and just pushes the interior of this offensive line right back into the lap of the quarterback.
And the Tigers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Throws to the tight end. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was knocked loose, and 3rd down is coming.
Well, it's a great job by the back end of the defense that time, making up for what the front end of the defense couldn't do. The quarterback had all day to throw that ball, but it was the hit in coverage that forces the incompletion.
Wide receiver comes in motion. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on 4th down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the second half, but we saw them try to go for it on 4th down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
Clemson will send the punt team out. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Fields the punt and looking for daylight. And the returner is stopped. One final play before the end of the quarter. Off the play fake on first down to throw. That's caught. It's Hayes. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the fourth quarter. Guys, Colorado has the lead here. And this beatdown is close to completion as we've reached the end of 3. Let's take a look at how we got here. And a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Lewis to throw. Looking to the big tight end. He's got it. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Well, it really just feels like they are trying to make a statement to everybody in college football. They've got a lead, they've got it late, and they are still putting it on this defense. They are still letting it fly. They're airing it out, trying to light up this scoreboard.
Run in the red zone, it's Hayes. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 of the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score.
Yeah, and that's a great job by this offense. And I'll tell you what, fourth quarter, you have the lead. That's exactly what you want to do. Lean on these guys, run the football, eat that clock.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Let's it fly. Touchdown, Colorado. Fired in from the red zone for the score. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get concerned, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Right down the middle. Got his man downfield. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Pressure coming. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
Man, the sack, and this offense has just struggled. They haven't done anything right, and they got a full quarter to go. Like, they got to find something in this next quarter to hang their hat on, something to leave with some positive vibes.
The Tigers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. At the 35, he's loose. Pushed down for the tackle.
Dude, if you got a guy like this that can just hit the gas and go pick up 15-plus yards, what a luxury. How nice is it to have a quarterback like that when I'm a tailback, when I can send the tailback one direction, quarterback the other direction. This guy's just got so much speed.
Oh, he's got a chance. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. The Tigers will hustle to the line. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy.
Breaks into the open. Goes out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the edge of the red zone right at the 20.
I love when the offensive line takes control, manhandles the defensive line, and that's why you get a big game.
Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. That's a fumble on the play. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
You know, often when you're playing in conditions like this and it's raining, you'll see a lot of the skill players offensively take off the gloves because they want to be able to feel the football. They think it gives them better control of it, and I don't know if that played into the football going on the ground there, but you know that ball security is going to be one of the biggest factors in this game moving forward.
And how about the keen eyes and sharp awareness from the coach to challenge that call, and the officials agree it'll go his way. They've softened them up with a run. Now to throw it. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense.
And he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His third interception of the day. Didn't get a ton on the return, but they've got it inside the 20 at the 19-yard line.
Heat up them pass rushers, bring in them DBs. That's what I'm doing in this situation. When I got the lead by a couple scores late in the ball game in the fourth quarter, I'm going to rush the passer like crazy. I'm going to put all those DBs back playing the pass. That's what happened. Great job understanding they're going to have to take shots. We get the interception. This one's almost over.
Knocked down after picking up 5 out to the 24. We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Direct snap. It's Price. Now adjusting. Oh, he's going to pass it. Got his man all by himself. They got him free for a big gainer to the 43.
You know, I love offensive coordinators that want to stay aggressive, and they've come up with big plays all game long. It's a big reason why they have this lead right now, and they're not backing off here in the fourth quarter. They're letting their guys go play. The entire playbook is open to them, and they're taking shots.
Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. They forged ahead just a bit. Not a lot working with the Wildcat there.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. But, you know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
Defense played the Wildcat very well on that one, stopping them for a short gain. They'll break out the Wildcat to try to move the chain. On the snap, it's Price. Oh, he's got some space. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. That penalty cost them a third down conversion, and now they'll have to try it from a little farther away. Trying to move the sticks on third down. They'll send the back in motion. On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Going for it all. Throw to the end zone, picked off. He'll try to take it back. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
Never say die attitude, and I love that, especially in these young players, because they're out there competing. And I know the scoreboard right now doesn't look pretty. They're not going to come back and win this football game, but I just love kids that are competing until there's zeros on the clock.
He gets nothing, and they keep plowing ahead with the running game, and they've got very little to show for it.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
Running into the open space. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. This is a designed run. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Clemson jumps to the line. Gives it on the option. Got the first down and more. Got room at the 35. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. And the Tigers, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Movement on the offense, and they'll lose 5 yards on the penalty. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts that they will take the penalty. Well, look what we have here, guys. After all